Hey, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, also known as the Pajama Grandma, and I am really curious. Are you up for it? And you're probably thinking, what the heck? Am I up for what? Are you up for a challenge? I love alarms. I have to have alarms set for everything. I love challenges. I don't know about you, but I decades ago started doing challenges. Challenges first for myself in terms of, I want to say they didn't start as health. Maybe they did. Maybe first off was like diet and health challenges, right? But I just got hooked on doing challenges and trying different things and figuring things out because I soon discovered it was the fastest, easiest way to make a quick, massive change in my life or in my business or in my situation, in relationships, in financial situations, in businesses, and getting jobs, achieving goals and objectives, and getting better at certain skills and abilities that I wanted to get better at. I just started setting up and doing challenges for myself. And now if you look around, people are doing challenges all the time for everything online. Well, as I transitioned from the brick and mortar world, I left the brick and mortar world in late 2017. I think it was 2017. Might have been 2016. Can't even remember. It's been so long. But I left my business, my brick and mortar Italian food manufacturing businesses and real estate businesses, and decided I was going to take a massive change in my lifestyle, and I was going to go online, and I was going to learn how to do online businesses and online things and online marketing. And I dove right in with both feet, actually head first, with a vengeance to learn how to be successful and how to do things online. And one of the first people that I started following was Russell Brunson. And Russell Brunson was always talking about publish, publish, publish. You have to publish. You have to do video. You have to get out there. You have to get your voice out there. And I didn't listen, of course, like no one else, for months and months. And I waited and waited. And then finally, after Funnel Hacking Live 2018, there was this big push for publishing. And I had actually sort of started doing Facebook Lives right before that, but I wasn't really getting any traction. I was doing them on my obscure Facebook pages, and I was being scared and playing small, and I didn't really get much going. But right after Funnel Hacking Live 2018, Marian Asano, one of the 2 Comma Club winners, posted a 365-day challenge to do Facebook Live every day in a group for practicing our Facebook Live, to get good at it, to get comfortable at it. I found out about it, I think, the day before the challenge started, and I don't know what told me to say yes, but I said yes. So last year, for 365 days a row, I went live on Facebook Live in that group. Now, some of them were horrible. Lots of them were horrible. Most of them were horrible because it was a group that wasn't targeted at all. But it did teach me to get comfortable and just be myself on camera and to just do it. Well, 365 days is a huge commitment. We started out with a lot of people, and within the first 30 days, I think we were down to maybe like 10 of us. And then again, over the next 30 days and the 30 days after that, people continued to drop off. And we finished the challenge, I believe 6 of us. And I'd have to go back and check. I think 6 of us actually finished the 365-day challenge. And a couple of us had some major challenges in there. I know I lost my Facebook account for, I think, like a week, because somebody complained about me, because that happens. We get haters when people start noticing that we're doing things. We get people that complain about us. Yep, you live through it and you figure out a way to get it done anyway. So I had that. Another woman got her Facebook shut down too, so she had to figure out creative ways to do it. But the 2 of us still made it through the entire challenge and did it every day. Now, I think 365 days is a huge commitment. To say that you're going to go live every day for 365 days, that's a lot to expect of people. But I'll tell you what, those of us that stuck to it grew so much during that period and had so many incredible results. We all just had a group meeting on Zoom about it and talked about the lessons we'd learned and the things that we'd gained by doing that challenge. And most of them were personal development things, right? Because that's why we do challenges, is to bring people to us or to actually get better at something ourselves. So 365 days is a huge commitment, but I will tell you, a challenge is the fastest, easiest way to get a result that you want. It is. By doing something every day, a little bit every day, you get really good at it really fast. I'm personally doing a 30-day hook story offer challenge. You might not know what I'm talking about, but it's a way of communicating and sharing a message that I pretty much stink at. And so I knew I needed to get better at it. So I told myself 27 days ago, I'm going to do a challenge, a personal challenge to practice doing my hook, story, and offer. Now I'm doing it for a particular market for people with chronic pain. So probably no one here has seen this, but I am doing it to get better at communicating how I can help and how I can serve that community and that group better. And it's a pet personal project for me because I'm one of those people that's had chronic pain since my childhood, actually since my early 20s, really bad. And I know what it's taken for me to overcome that and to create the life that I want in spite of chronic pain. And so I want to help other people to do the same because I think there are hundreds of millions of people struggling and not thriving, just barely making it through their days, and nobody deserves to just barely make it through their days. However, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the power of doing live video. And everybody's afraid to do live video. You guys, I never watch my live videos. I never watch them because if I watched them, I would never post them because there's so many things wrong with them. We're so critical and so judgmental of ourselves. So there's tricks like that I've learned over the last year. And I am teaming up with an amazing woman, the Sexy Boss. She's written about 8 books. She's been on 400 podcasts as a guest. She's got her own successful podcast. She's got her second podcast now, and she is teaching people how to be influencers online. And she has discovered that one of the fastest, easiest ways to become an influencer is to have your voice out there through podcasting. I have a podcast as well, Pajama Grandma Podcast, and thousands of people, tens of thousands of people have been affected by that podcast, which amazes me every day because I just speak up and talk and share things that I've learned over my decades of business and life experience. And so we're teaming up to do a 90-day challenge. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I know a 90-day challenge is a huge commitment for people. And most people won't even try it because they'll count themselves out before they even attempt to do it. But if you want to get good, I mean, not just good, but awesome at doing live video, and I'm going to focus on YouTube. Heather Ann Havenwood is the Sexy Boss. She is going to focus on and share how to do the new LinkedIn live strategy. So if you're a business owner or a coach or a person that wants to attract and really talk to other business owners, then the LinkedIn live part of it will be really awesome for you. I'm doing YouTube because I've done nothing on YouTube and I want to figure out, now that I understand Facebook Live so well and what works on that, YouTube is a whole different animal. LinkedIn is a whole different animal. I want to get good at YouTube, so I'm doing YouTube over the 90 days and teaching people how to get awesome at that. Well, I get awesome at that. And Heather is going to teach people how to get fantastic leverage and do all the tricks and strategies for the LinkedIn Live program, because that's a whole different way of doing things as well. And it's a whole different audience that you're talking to on LinkedIn Live, on YouTube, and on Facebook, and on Instagram, and all the different platforms. And part of the key to being successful in anything that you do is understanding the audience and the platform that you're on and working with that audience and working with that platform. So we're going to cover all that. We're going to do weekly Q&A calls, weekly live Q&A calls to make sure that you get your specific questions answered. So if you're struggling with one little technical thing or mechanical thing, boom, you're not going to struggle with it. You're going to get it answered right away. I might, and I haven't decided yet, I might open up my Voxer for people and they can just Vox me if they have a question, because I know how frustrating it can be if you have one little thing. I remember going through the ClickFunnels certification program and I was too afraid to ask for help because I came into that program with like no online background, like virtually nothing. I'd done a couple of things with Jim Edwards, but for the most part, nothing, because the things I'd done with Jim and his team were kind of done for you things. And so I hadn't acquired any online skills. So as I was going through that certification program, I had a couple times, and only a couple times, that I got stuck on something. And I was too scared to ask because I figured everybody in that program knew more than me and I didn't want to look stupid. And as soon as I would get up the gumption to ask, even before somebody could answer in our special group of just certified partners, I would come up with the answer. I'd figure it out. And so I learned that why not ask sooner? So I'm thinking I'll open up my Voxer to people and they can actually ask me their question when they have it and get it answered immediately. Now, I am visually challenged, so that's why I like Voxer. It's just a walkie-talkie program that's really, really helpful, and it's quick and easy for me to respond and help people with things. And if they need help technically, I'll hop on a Zoom call or a Facebook Live and we'll screen share and we'll get the problem solved so that there's no excuses for not doing it. I didn't have a voice last week. I literally lost my voice. And I've done live video every day for over 500 days in a row now. And last week, I woke up Tuesday morning and I had literally no voice. I couldn't even whisper. That's how bad it was. So I couldn't do a video. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do? I figured it out. I made one of those flip sheet and they were terrible. I'll tell you right now, they were awful. But I'm visually challenged and then vocally challenged. What am I going to do to make live videos? And I still figured out a way to get them done every day. Last week, I did at least one live video, even though they weren't awesome. I still got it done because I'd made a commitment to myself that I'm going to do something every single day. And it's actually not that hard. Once you get in the habit of it, it's kind of addicting. I was actually kind of going through withdrawal last week because I do several videos every day, first thing in the morning when I get up. I do a happiness thing, which is a personal development fun thing that gets my voice warmed up in the morning, where I share one thing every morning of how to be happier in our lives. And it's from a little journal book called How to Do One Thing Every Day That Makes You Happy. And so I just share whatever the lesson or the activity is in that book every day. And that gets my voice warmed up and gets me started doing my videos. Then I'm documenting my journey of as I'm transitioning from offline to online business. I have on one of my Facebook pages, I journal. It's like an ongoing documentary journal. And I think today was day 454 in a row of that, sharing that. Now, again, I lost a few days because I didn't actually talk, because that one I can talk for maybe, it'll go anywhere from 2 to 10 or sometimes 20 minutes if I'm teaching something. But I couldn't do that one last week. I just couldn't do it. So I didn't do that one for about 5 days last week. But otherwise, I do that every day. And then I also do a Supersize Your Business piece that I share every day, a business strategy and a business tactic and a way to grow your business in ways that, and it's a different way of approaching it that probably a lot of people wouldn't think of. Got lots of business experience. I think I've been in 27 different industries over the last 3.5 decades. And so I've seen some good, some bad, and some ugly things in different industries, and it means I got lots of stories and things I can share with people. Anyway, 90-day challenge starting May 1st. I would love for you to join us. Again, you can do it on whatever platform you want. I'm going to be focusing on YouTube. Heather's going to be focusing on LinkedIn. You're welcome to do it with Facebook Live, Instagram. I've done Instagram, oh my gosh. Ever since the first week Instagram opened up lives to people, I've done Instagram lives every single day. Again, even last week when I couldn't talk, I found a way to share an Instagram live video every day. So I've been doing that for, I don't know how many ever days in a row that's been. Probably, I don't remember when it even opened now. Last August, last summer. I don't remember, but I've been doing them every day. So Heather and I both have a lot of experience in video and podcasting that we can help you with and help you get success and shortcut the learning curve on that. And we would love for you to join us in the 90-day challenge. It starts May 1st and we'll go 90 days in a row. And again, people say, well, I can't do Saturday and Sunday. And I will say, if you want it bad enough, if you want to get the skills to make you be the #1 influencer in your industry, it's pretty easy to commit 90 days to it. 90 days to something, doing something every single day and a little thing every single day. We're not saying how long it has to be, what your video has to be on or anything. It's you're going to do a live video every day. Everyone on the planet has a couple of minutes a day that they can grab their phone and they can do a live video. Absolutely everyone. And I've lived my life where I've been busier than almost anyone else I know, running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I spent a whole couple of decades feeling like all I did was run through my life. And so I know what that feels like. 4 hours of sleep, if I'm lucky. I remember that was decades. And so you can tell me you don't have time, but everybody has time to make a couple-minute video, especially with the technology that we have at our fingertips nowadays. All you need is you and a cell phone, right? And you can create live video on multiple platforms. Also share with you my 25X strategy for how I take one piece of content, one video, and I share that across 25 different platforms in a few minutes. It doesn't take a ton of time. So there again, it doesn't take a ton of time. Now, we are charging $97 up front for this 90-day challenge, which if you know either Heather or I, that is like, that's not even a penny. It doesn't even be a penny towards what we actually charge for the products and services that we provide for people, and the service and the products and the value that you're going to get out of this challenge. And actually, it's free, because I guarantee that if you go through the 90-day challenge with us, and I'm going to ask for a testimonial, what was good, what worked, what didn't work, what you liked, what you got stuck on, and feedback, because we want feedback, I will give you your money back. Because it's not about the money. It's about you saying yes to yourself and making a little bit of a commitment toward yourself that you are going to do this, that you will stick to it. Now, the 365-day challenge, I didn't pay anything for that. It was free for us to participate. And I think that's what made it easy for people to quit that challenge. But again, I'm going to say 365 days, that's a long freaking time. And that there are days where you're sick. There's days where you wake up and you just don't feel like it. There's days that, you know, you get super busy, or you have a family emergency or something. I know in that year period, I had some family emergencies. I was sick sometimes. I didn't want to do it a lot of times, but I had made the commitment to myself that I was going to do it. And that's the trick with all of this, with any challenge, with anything that you're going to do in your life. It's all about you making the commitment to yourself. It's not about you making it to Heather and I, because, you know, I want everybody to succeed, but I've gotten over that. I spent a lot of years feeling bad when I was teaching people something and they wouldn't implement it and they wouldn't be successful. And I blamed myself for that. And I gotten over that, because I know that I can't make anybody do anything. Only you can choose what's right for you and do what you're going to do. I can't make you do it. I can make it easy for you to do it, but I can't make you do it. It's like, you can't motivate anybody. You can encourage people to do things. You can share information and knowledge. You can bribe them, but even bribing them, it's not gonna cause people to act and do what they want to do, or do what's in their own best interest. So that's what we've got. I will share the link below. I would love for you to join us on this challenge. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. Excuse me. Heather works mostly with business women these days, and what we've both found is that even though we both want to help more business women, most of our clients and most of our customers are actually men, and they have been over the decades, because we both have worked in mostly male-dominated industries, because most industries are male-dominated. So guys, even though we like to work with women, we would love to have you join this challenge as well, because I love to have a mix of people. And I just want to, and I know Heather wants to as well, help people that want to be the influencers and the voice in their field, because it's your voice. Whoever is the influencer, whoever is the voice that people hear, whoever hears you and sees you, you're the one that are going to be the trendsetters for your industry, whatever business or whatever field that you want to influence other people in. This is the fastest, easiest, best way to do it. And by applying it, actually taking action every single day, you will not even recognize yourself 90 days from now, or 90 days from May 1st. So I'll share the link below. Have an awesome day. And I will, of course, be chatting with you tomorrow. Bye.